Exacto. Hello and welcome back to the Spanish Pavilion here at Mobile World Congress 2022 here in Barcelona, where we are continuing with our co-exhibitor presentations for the day. The next company presenting for us is called Payxpert, and the title of the presentation is New Technologies in Payment Terminals. Accompanying me on stage is Nicolas Rieger, CEO of the company, and whenever you're ready, Nicolas, the stage is yours.
Let's go then. First of all, thank you very much to Redes and the Spanish Pavilion for inviting us and sharing this great moment and giving us obviously the opportunity to present what is coming up in the payment technologies. If the technology is actually, yes, helping me with that. So basically, we as a payment company are taking into account the e-commerce side of the payment as well as the in-shop payments. And we are making the best, I would say, experience and looking for the best experience for both the users and the merchants. And we have seen that there are many showstoppers, I would say, or issues, of which, as you can see with these new technologies that are based on Android POS terminals that are basically a flat screen, you know, instead of having a keyboard. So it generates some friction, especially with, let's say, visually impaired people or eventually people that are talking different languages, coming from different countries, using different payment methodologies, payment schemes, and that's the last point. So how basically have we managed to bring a solution? We brought a solution by basically organizing all these payments to be accepted in one single machine. So instead of having different machines to accept different payment schemes, we have aggregated all these in only one machine. As you can see on the left, so you've got different types of machines, payments, that can be card payments as well as QR code-based payments. And on the right, we are explaining a little bit more of the digitalization that these machines are allowing us. So you can obviously sign on the screen. You can add tips for the merchant. You can book a cab. You can have satisfaction poll organized, translation services, and these basically services are kind of endless. As this is Android based, we can create all type of applications. And I'd like to basically just make a kind of focus on the international bridge we are basically building between a user and a cashier. So we are here having developed an application that allows real-time translation. So you speak to the machine, you get the immediate translation, and you can basically exchange with the merchant or with the cashier. You can ask for things like, you know, why don't you apply the discount that I've seen in the shop, you know, and so all these are basically meant to break the walls between the users and the merchants. So printing the tickets in 2 different languages, having text-to-speech, as we were talking about blind people, for example, or as with the COVID-19 situation, you've got all masks. So how can someone can't speak? You know, it's really eliminating frictions at the level of payment. So basically one business case that we have recently launched, which is basically a partnership with G7, the Parisian cabs, La Banque Postale, which is the French bank, and Castle Technology, which is the manufacturer. We brought all the intelligence, all the software layer, as well as the gateway connection with the acquirers that are basically Union Pay International, MasterCard, Visa, Carte Bancaire, American Express, and we have as well included the DCC options that are provided by Global Blue. And all this is basically integrated in one digital solution that has been installed in the cabs. and that makes life easier to basically everybody. The G7 as an organization, we participated to the digitalization of this company. Makes life easier for the cab driver. He's got basically access to more payment solutions, and for the users, obviously, to make it a bit more modern, I would say. So, thank you for your attention. I would like to ask if there are any questions in the audience, or do you want me to explain some more elements? No more questions? Then, maybe one. There's no microphone, but you can tell me?
Yeah, I see that there's the translation.
Yes.
And also there's one for maybe people visually can't see that well.
Yeah.
Can you explain a little bit about the part, how you help the people with visuality disabled? People, if it's a blind people or if they can't see that well.
Okay, so how can a POS help people that eventually have a visibility impairment or complete blindness? Well, basically, the POS, you can select the color of background. So eventually, if you've got a white background and it's pretty flashy, so it's difficult for people who's got visual impairment, or people that are completely blind. Obviously, there are issues. So we are using the text-to-speech. And you've got here a jack that is basically allowing people to get direct access to what is on the screen, and they are guided through the payment process by text-to-speech.
Customer has to put maybe PIN number of the card.
So, yeah, indeed. So the PIN number, we cannot communicate anything around the PIN number because it's obviously for secure reasons. So what we are doing is working on getting a layer that is put on the screen that will allow basically blind people to find their the main key, which is number 5, and from the number 5 then they can find the other keys, and they get always a feedback through the sound, but which is only a beep. Thank you very much. Bye bye.